Have you ever noticed that happiness doesn't usually disappear all at once? One week, you enjoy the little things, a walk, a conversation, your morning coffee. Then suddenly, those same moments barely register. If nothing in your life actually changed, what changed? Most people never ask that question, but once you know the answer, you'll start noticing it everywhere. Today I'll show you 7 simple habits that help your brain find happiness again. And the first one quietly changes the way you experience every single day. The truth is, your brain is constantly deciding what's worth paying attention to. And after seeing the same things day after day, it quietly stops noticing them. Not because they no longer matter, but because they've become familiar. That's why happiness doesn't always disappear. Sometimes your attention simply drifts somewhere else. The good news? Your brain can be trained to notice those moments again. Not through positive thinking or by changing your entire life, but through a few small habits that quietly reshape what your mind notices every day. And by the end of this video, you might realize something surprising. Some of the happiness you've been searching for has been there all along. You just stopped seeing it. So let's start with the first habit. Habit number 1, lower the bar for joy. Here's the first mistake, and it's so common, most people never realize they're making it. Somewhere along the way, we start treating happiness like a reward. I'll relax after I finish. I'll enjoy the weekend. I'll slow down next month. It sounds responsible until your brain quietly turns it into a rule. Now imagine this. You finish work earlier than expected. You finally have time for yourself. A walk, a coffee, a call with a friend. But instead, you open your laptop again. Not because you have to, because your brain has learned that life always comes after work. And that's where happiness quietly slips away. So here's the habit. Every day, enjoy one small moment before you've earned it. Watch the sunset, laugh with a coworker, drink your morning coffee before opening your inbox. These moments seem small, but they teach your brain something powerful. Life isn't only something to complete, it's something to experience. Because happiness stops feeling distant the moment you stop postponing it. But even after you stop delaying happiness, there's another habit that can make a good life feel disappointing. Habit number 2, stop measuring every day. Have you ever reached the end of one bad day and quietly thought, this has been a terrible week? It's amazing how quickly our brains do that. One difficult meeting, one argument, one unexpected setback, and suddenly, everything else fades into the background. But here's the question. Would you judge an entire book after reading one difficult chapter? Of course not. Yet that's exactly how many of us judge our own lives. Every life has difficult chapters, but no single chapter tells you how the story ends. So the next time you catch yourself asking, was today a good day? Ask instead, what page was today? Because one page can never tell you the whole story. The more patiently you see your life, the less power one difficult day has over your happiness. And once you stop measuring life one day at a time, you'll start noticing moments you thought had disappeared. Habit number 3, feed your curiosity every day. Here's something most people never connect to happiness, curiosity. Because when curiosity disappears, life starts feeling smaller. You drive the same roads, walk the same streets, see the same faces, and your brain quietly decides, there's nothing new here. But that's not really true. It's just stopped looking. Imagine taking your usual walk home. Normally, you'd barely remember it. But today, you challenge yourself to notice 5 things you've never paid attention to before. A flower growing through the sidewalk, birds behind the traffic, a front door you've somehow never noticed. Same street, completely different experience. Nothing around you changed, only your attention did. So here's the habit. Every day, ask yourself, what have I never noticed before? It could be during your commute, while walking your dog, or while making your morning coffee. Because happiness doesn't always disappear. Sometimes it hides behind familiarity. And once you start noticing what's been there all along, you'll also notice what's quietly been stealing your peace. Habit number 4, reduce one tiny friction. Most people think stress comes from the big things, a difficult job, money problems, a hard conversation. But here's what often gets overlooked. Sometimes it's the tiny frustrations you repeat every day. Looking for your keys, a cluttered desk, constant notifications pulling your attention away. Each one seems harmless, but together, they quietly drain your mental energy. Now imagine starting your morning and everything is already where it should be. Your workspace is clear, your keys are easy to find, your phone isn't demanding your attention. Nothing dramatic changed, but your brain has fewer obstacles before the day even begins. So here's the habit. Every day, remove one small source of unnecessary friction. Clear one corner of your desk. Turn off one notification. Prepare one thing for tomorrow before you go to bed. These changes seem almost too small to matter, until one day, you realize your brain is fighting fewer unnecessary battles. But here's the strange part. Even when life gets easier, many people still don't take the first step. Why? Because they're waiting to feel ready first. And that's the habit we're going to break next. Habit number 5, stop waiting to feel different. Most people believe happiness comes first, then they take action. But what if it's actually the other way around? Imagine you've had a long day. A friend invites you out. Your first instinct is to stay home, but you go anyway. An hour later, you're laughing, feeling lighter. Nothing around you changed. You simply gave happiness a chance to find you. That's why waiting until you feel like it rarely works. The feeling often arrives after the first step. So the next time you're waiting for the perfect mood, do one small thing anyway. Take the walk, make the call, say yes to the invitation. You don't have to force happiness. You just have to stop waiting for the perfect feeling, because action often creates the feeling, not the other way around. But there's one more mistake that can quietly steal the happiness you've just created. Habit number 6, protect one thing you love. If I asked what matters most in your life, you'd probably answer immediately. Your family, someone you love, your health, the quiet moments that make life meaningful. But here's the real question. Do those things receive your full attention or only what's left of it? Imagine your child asks you to play, but you're still checking one last email. Your partner starts telling you about their day while you're looking at your phone. Or you're walking your dog, but your mind is already somewhere else. The moment is there, you're just not fully inside it. So here's the habit. Every day, choose one thing you truly love and give it your complete attention. Maybe it's playing with your child, listening to your partner, drinking your morning coffee in silence, walking your dog. The activity doesn't matter, your attention does. Because whatever repeatedly receives your attention quietly becomes the life your brain remembers. But even when you start protecting what matters, your inner voice can still convince you that you're falling short. And that's what the final habit changes. Habit number 7, borrow someone else's perspective. Here's something stress quietly does. It shrinks your world, not around you, inside your mind. One mistake, one awkward conversation, one thing you wish you'd handled differently, and before you know it, that becomes your entire day. But here's what your mind forgets. Someone who truly loves you would probably remember that day very differently. They'd notice how calmly you handled a difficult moment, how you kept going when you felt exhausted, or how kind you were, even when no one thanked you for it. The things you overlook are often the things that matter most. So whenever you're being hard on yourself, ask one simple question. If someone who loved me watched today, what would they say went well? Not someone judging you, someone quietly rooting for you. Because happiness isn't shaped only by what happens to you. It's also shaped by the story your mind repeats every day. And sometimes, the kindest story you'll ever believe is the one you finally choose to tell yourself. Maybe happiness was never something you had to chase. Maybe your brain was simply practicing something else. And every small habit you repeat is teaching it what to notice tomorrow. So this week, pick just one habit from this video and repeat it every day. Because real change rarely happens all at once. It happens one small habit at a time. If this video helped you understand your mind a little better, subscribe to Change Your Mind for more psychology-backed habits that make everyday life a little easier. And if you think today changed the way you see happiness, wait until you discover what your brain has been getting wrong about confidence. I'll see you in the next video.